Hello, welcome to another video. This is the next video in the... Sorry, I just need to sort out my mat situation under the desk. Next video in my Bittorrent series, where I am basically going through the Codecrafters course, which is... this particular course is free until like November 2nd, so I've got basically a week to get through it, I guess. And I got a bit sidetracked with this because I decided I would implement the SHA-1 hashing myself. Went through all of the RFC to work out what it is, and the last two episodes kind of show that. And now my problem is that every time I run it, it gets a different result, which means it is not correct. So I guess need to work out why it's not right. What we could do is do an old debug. That's probably the right stage, just to check that it's getting the right data. Where was that method? It was SHA-1 digest, break on SHA-1 digest things. And so now if we run this, we should get our data. So here we can see the data is from there, and it goes to like, it has two E's there, but I think if we look at the length, it won't get that second E. It's just, this is how GDB prints strings, and this is a C string. It is a pointer to a character array, and if you keep on going on, the byte after this one will be a null byte, but not this one, so that prints it. Anyhow, what I think I want, have I got layout source on? Yeah, I've got layout source, cool. That makes things a bit nicer. So here, all ordinary stuff, we set H to that. So here we could probably look at H and maybe do like a PX of that and just double check that that all looks right. This all looks kind of right. I mean, it's kind of just how C does things. So here, want to look at what maybe data is. So it's a D, which is correct. So we add that to the block, and we did, yes, I think I see what one issue is. If we go here and actually go back here and go here and then go here, that should get us to here. So one problem is that we probably want this to be a prefix. Just get rid of those two. I mean, we could put the postfix on that. The problem is that it was checking the zero, IDX is 0, so it was processing a block before it should have. So that's one thing I've changed, and I wonder if that's now printing the same result every time. Not quite actually. It's printing like the same stuff for like, I guess the first block that it has processed, but it kind of gets a bit different around here. Yeah, this 8. So how many characters? I don't want to move the window, I just have fat fingers. So if we go here to maybe that 8, so that 8 is stable through them all. So if we grab this and just do that and check what that is, that's 22 characters, and the whole thing should be I forget. Minus D. Minus F1, and then work at that. That's not doing it. We need to do that. We just need to do echo. Yes, so it should be 41 characters all up, is that right? It will be adding the new line, so it should be 40 characters all up, and I have 22 that are right. I don't know what that means in terms of why things are not going right. Might jump back into the debugger layout. We don't have that again. Break SHA-1 digest it was, and if we run this, we should get to here. Alright, so this time it should not do that. So it should, maybe we could do that and display, maybe like that. But I wonder if also this kind of shows things. Yeah, so maybe we can also, let me go back, display that as a string, so we'll get to that and I'll bite there. And maybe I also want to display as string data, and maybe also as hex. So I'm going to display a bunch of things. No, I don't want that to be done. Alright. What is it? It is a display and it's 5. Right, we'll just go on with these 4. So size, we're at 5. So the first 5 characters should be right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That looks right. Cool. So this should, we could probably do a break. And now if we just do a, and maybe do a break at SHA-1 and 1 through 5, just to make sure that we get the tail end, and maybe we will also break at 1 through 1 just to show when we are going to do a block. Right, so here we should just slowly see this length kind of go through up until when the block is full, which is up until here. And we can see here that the block did actually kind of have some random data in it, which may be the cause of the thing. And one thing I might want to do is actually initialize the block with some data just to make sure that it gets right. And what was SHA-1 block size? SHA-1 block. Oh, you can't tell me because you're a macro. 64, I think. No, I just want to continue. Maybe even I want to delete this breakpoint. I don't know what one it is. It's 2, and maybe I'll just do this. So that gets up to here, and this piece is PC 0x65. So that is an E. That doesn't have all of the E's I want. because I want pieces and I want to go all the way to that. But this is just the first block. So I think this is fairly legit. So after, I'm going to assume that the process block works fine for now. It probably doesn't, but I'm going to assume it does. The reason why is I want to make sure that it is getting all the data in that it is meant to. So here it started from the S and it has gone forward and filled another block, but it has, yeah, it's filled an entire other block, it reckons. So 17 was somewhere in there. I mean, this is like in the middle of this pieces. We do have a 17 just there, and it is just before 3 CC. CC's taste like these. And that CC doesn't quite look right. I wonder. What is this P of X of ampersand? It is 26. Do we have a 26 in the block somewhere? And I also wonder if that is correct. Right, so 76, 26 is that. What is 9A? That's still nothing. 232. There's a 232 there. I guess what we could do is PS of block. And PS data. So that TR, I see there, TR dash 255 236 220 232 314 027. Right, so it's on this, and I wonder if it has just forgotten about the E. So I guess if we look at length, it is 129, and we're on 128 at the moment. So I think this will, we want to next over that. It does get another thing here. So here the block will be, it will just have that E. If we go next, it will just have that E, and the rest of it is from the last one. And here it should exit the loop, and here it should decide that it needs to pad the block, and here I want to step in. Excellent. Right, so IDX should be 1. That makes sense, because here we have, we might need to do display M. Something like that. And we're just going to be padding this all out. So here we see that didn't seem quite right. P X M 1. I guess that's just how it prints that, the 200. Maybe it, it's probably thinking it's like maybe a long thing. Right, so now we want to maybe do a break on SHA-1 at SHA-1H, and maybe do it on 103. So at this point here, and maybe also 106. It just exited even after putting all those things. This needs to. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. So now we just want to pad the rest of this block out. And it's kind of weird that it just puts it as dash 200. I guess we could go display x of n, except we kind of want to do 64x of n. No, how do we do that? Help display. Tell me how to do things. Gosh, this is a bit more verbose. I'm just going to go something like this and see if it does it. I don't want that. Cool, that looks good. Yes, so this 65 I think needs to go up to there. Let's step through their example. So they do give us an example message. So what we can do is just do maybe in main. If we go here and just go to main, I kind of just want to do a little test of right. So data, and it's going to be uint ht, and it is. I think you can just do something like this, and we'll do that, and then that, and then here we will maybe go to there, and then replace all the spaces with comma, and a space maybe. Something like that, and then also replace like a space 0 with 0b, space 0b0. Do that everywhere, and do that there, and maybe do that, and then that. So that is our data, and then theoretically we can go SHA-1 digest, and this is going to be data, and it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to be 5 things long, and we want to put it in info hash. things go, and where is info hash? Info hash is just defined right above it. Main, and then here we can probably just print out whatever the hash is, and here we can probably just go exit 1. Well, we can probably actually just return ex software, just because we are getting out of there. So now if we run this, it should complain. So the data, something like that, but it's actually 5 times size of U32. Something like that. We want this to be 5. It's doing a thing now, but it's still got warning, so I'll try and fix that. I mean, we could probably change it to this, and I think this should be fine as a U and A. What didn't it like? Yeah, that's fine there. Cool, so here we can now go and step through, well, we can just run it, break main and then run it. So now if we lay out src, if we look at this, we can display our data. I really wish they could have just said that anywhere in this text, like just anywhere, just oh yeah, by the way, your text is actually just ABCDE. It's just what it is. Right, so anyhow, we want to step in, it's fine, we should do that. Maybe we'll do a display of H and a display of data. It's kind of interesting because it's a different data, and display of block. And then that should, it's got more than, that's because we didn't actually want this to be that. Yes, start again, thanks. Return again, thanks. Redo that. Step into that, thanks. Cool. Alright, so now it should theoretically. So this block that we're getting, anyway, I'll just let it go through. It's going a long time. Length should just be 20. I think I need to restart it. Layout. So C main, because when I recompiled it, wasn't rerunning the same binary. It was just rerunning the same one. Right. So if we go here, then break, not break, display data and display H and display block. So if we do this, we should get the A, B, C, D, E in the block, and here we should go into pad stuff. So this is what our bitstream in hex is, and are we displaying that? We can display our, can we display it as X or N? No, we can't. Oh, yes, it's that, yeah. Except here in, right, I have got it sorted. We want the X command. Format, so we want X, but we also want to say that is a byte, so BX. Something like that. And can we display that? 20BXN. Cool, so we can display that, but we will delete the display 7, and we'll actually do, come on, back, 64 of them. So here we should see things happen from here all the way down to here, and hopefully these last 2 bytes get set properly. So that should turn into an 8, which looks right. And we probably, no, that display is no good. And maybe we'll do a break at .SHA-1 and 109, and maybe just continue till then. So this hasn't got completely all zeros. It's got like 1s here, and the 64 I think is right. Where is that? That's up here. No, don't do that. No, we want block. It's in, that is why I don't have it. Block. Right, so the block size is, oh, not that, I gotta be careful. It's on this. Should potentially try and get rid of that. Right, we're on 3. Right, so our block size, we wanted to see what that was. It was 64. Right, so with the pad block, we should here we are. That would be the reason. We can probably get that, and here will be the same thing. And here it will be the same thing, and here will be the same thing. And potentially, if we like run it and we like echo like minus n a b c d e to SHA-1 sum, we get a different thing. I don't know. Well, we can double check that the length gets set right, because that will make a difference. So break SHA-1 pad, yeah, take me there. Layout source, and maybe yes, 64 XB M. That's what we want. Right, so here we will didn't have to go over to blocks, and here it should hopefully get past. And that should go up to 64. Yeah, this one got overridden, so that one should get overridden soon. That one there. Then we go here. So we wanted to do 64. We did not do 62. So here we should be setting what is that and what is that. So we should set the first one to that, and then the next one should just be whatever that is, which is just 5. But that 5 is not quite right, because they're saying it should be 28. So I guess the length is actually length is the number of bits. So maybe here we want to do something like that. And do we use length again after this? We just use it there, which is where we want to use it. Cool. That now gets some C result, and it should be that. And is it running the same thing every time? It is, but it's still not right. Layout source. Oh, got a weird thing in the hand. Break SHA-1 pad block. Run to there, thanks. Now we want to display 64 BXXB, and we want to do M. Cool. So we could probably just go fin. It doesn't do that. Display P64 XBM X64 XBM, not M block. So that put 28 at the bottom, is that right? 28 is right, so this should theoretically be what we want. 61, 60, up to 65, then we get an 80, then a whole bunch of 0, and then ending with 2, 8 right at the end. So that seems right. So then we would process that final block. Which has that. 80 x w. Now that is interesting. So yeah, because what we want is, just to see what happens, is the first step we get 61 in that one, then the next one we get 62 in that one, but what we should be getting is 61, 62, 63, blah blah blah. So I mean, if we go to here, maybe if we go break star1.h on 40, so if we go to here, we can see that it's kind of just added them as integers, but what this should be doing is it actually should be filling up like all of that. Yeah, it should only fill up 15 words. Yeah, so that is incorrect. What are we looking at? I'm happy that I think that is probably the issue. Well, like we've had a few issues, but this fits me. This should be taking 4 bytes per W, and yeah, so this W should only go up to 16, and then that should go from 16. So what will we want to do when t is 0? We will want to have it that, and we will want the we kind of want this to be t times 4, I think. I mean, what we really should be doing is size of u at 32t, which should be 4, but just to double check. Right, so if we get that, and the first one we will want to go over by what? 8, 16, no, 8, 16, 24. We'll want it to go over by 24 bits. And here we will then want to OR a second thing on, and it will be pretty much the same, except this will be +1. And I think this size of I will change to 4, just because it makes more sense with that. 16, don't know where that came from, and then find the 1, go up 1, and then change the 8, and then find the 2 and go up 1, and this can be nothing. All of pardon me, all of these should really something like that. Now I'm unsure of the precedence, so what I might do is just do this, find the ampersand, find the ampersand, find the space. Something like that. And then after everything, I think that's right. It's a safety thing. A something blah blah blah. What was it when we did this? It was not that. But what we could do is if we go into here and break on what was this? SHA-1 process block. So if we now go to layout source and run that, so maybe we will display 64xb, and that's going to be our block. We're going to display 5x, and that's going to be our h. The display of 2 help x, we want it to be a word. Back, forward. We want it to be a word, so something like that. What else do we have in here? We will have a 70 x word w, so something like that. It's kind of annoying that it prints so much. Can we make you different? And we could probably also just go can we do like 0x a? No. D 5 6 7 a B C D and E, and maybe also temp and split. I kind of want to not have that. How do you get rid of it? Alright, layout source, and we'll kind of go through. Right, so here, that GDB DB turn off out. Layout doesn't it's like some hotkey. Control X, Control A, Control X, A. Cool. Right, so now if we kind of step through here, we should see that W went up by 1. If we D, what hotkey was it? A, Control X, A. D4, and maybe just display 16 XW W. So this should become that MPT. Yeah, so this isn't doing it right. Right, I guess that is probably enough for now. Yeah, I don't know. I'll work that one out. But yeah, for now, I should probably add in some stuff that's just kind of a test. We won't add in that. What happened here that was actually a fix? This. Yeah, I think this and that also. Except I didn't want to add this patch. How do we split this? Oh fuck it, that kind of works. So yeah, we can do this. Changes to SHA-1, still broken. Cool, and I think that is probably that, and I just need to, I think I just need to work out what is going on down here and why it is not getting the right thing. Because the first time round, this should all be, I think I need to know what I need to do. I need to first cast this to a 32T, and then do that. Yank around to that one, put that there, and maybe find that and then paste that. Cool. And then all of these will also need to have that, but that one already got done. Is that right? No, this needs. So that one closes off that, that one closes off that. We do need another one at the start. I don't really like, I don't do that. How many things it gets, but that's still the same result. So that doesn't change it. I just had thought that it was probably taking the bytes and then shifting it, but then it would just shift in the bytes place. It would just be 0. But it was not that. But yeah, I guess for now that is enough for that, and hopefully next time I'll have a working SHA-1 implementation. Hopefully. But for now, I'll see you and have fun, enjoy your day, get out and do something. Till next time.